Alrighty, Dare Defy 3 of the 4th Dare Defy. Finally getting around to some Defo. Had some lunch earlier. Had ordered some Domino's pizza. That shit was good as fuck. But we did bring a team of Rem, Ace, and Ashe this time around. Been a while since I brought out Ashe from the box. Like, I saw her and I was like, you know what? We could make some use out of Ashe in this fight. Doesn't feature that many mechanics, in all honesty. And as long as you can rush this guy down in your summon mode, I think it'll be perfectly fine. We're actually going to get Deuce's call up, because Deuce actually does help quite a bit for Rem to actually do some brave damage. Because Rem's brave damage, you know, not the best, especially if you like seeing her follow-up attacks and her like EX attacks and stuff. Not the best in the world about it, but I think we just go ahead and we could Queen's Order, or we could go for BT effect. I think we're actually just going to Queen's Order Ace, and we'll just go ahead and get Ace's let's go ahead and get his BT effect going. We could also, actually, we're gonna get his traps up. His traps are more important for damage. And with the Rem, now we just want to start spamming Cure like crazy, because we need to beat these guys in the FR race, because we can't cancel their FR time with this team normally. Like, you need like fire and healing, and like natural healing. So it's very hard to actually do that, because it doesn't count spheres. And you can see our brave damage is a lot better just with that Deuce call. Like, if you ever used Rem before, like, this tends to have a problem capping, and it still kind of is, but it's a lot better than what it would be without a Deuce call. And here we're just going to try and get as close to, I think it's 55% that we should be at. It's basically just going to be, you know, all of our cures. Maybe it was better to get Ashe's BT effect up so they couldn't buff themselves anymore. Ah, we did what we did. No going back now. Here we're just going to, yeah, let's just go straight into burst. We could have Seymour'd here, but it's fine. Let's just refresh our LD buff real quick. We can save Seymour for later too. Like, if these guys are buffed, it's not the biggest thing in the, or it's not the biggest deal in the world. They just get a little harder to take out, a little sturdier. But them being sturdy isn't necessarily a bad thing, just because this is basically a single target fight. Like, there are ads here that, you know, make Ace's trap look better, because, you know, the more enemies, the better Ace's traps looks overall. But you only really need to deal with B. Here we're just going to swap turns into Ace. And that's just to get to Rem's 1-turn buff on. Yeah, the slowdown on my PC. It is kind of hot here in SoCal. I do want to invest more in cooling for my PC, because, you know, having a cool PC is very important. And here we just hope we get to as close to 100% as possible and beat them before they can get to 100%. Because if they get to 100%, it's basically a run ender. We can't cancel that force time and they can't die. Or they can, but you need them really low. And here we just pray that we get to Ashe's turn here before they reach their force time. Which is probably a tall ask. I'm not sure if it's going to be doable. 1 million on a burst phase Lamau. I remember, like, a lot of the old Defo hoods saying, remember when you used to, you know, reaching 1 million damage in a BT phase was an accomplishment? Nowadays we do, like, you know, hundreds of millions and it's not even an issue. Oh, how the times change. Let's get this BT effect up and pray. At this point, that's all we can do. It does prevent them from applying any new buffs, but it doesn't dispel the buffs they currently have on. And right now, we're just kind of hoping that we could get to Ashe's turn and get to 100%. Not sure it's very likely, but we're gonna try our best. At least this gives us time to actually apply our BT effects, because that is the one issue I have with Ace is getting his BT effects up is super hard, because you need a lot of turns to actually get him set up with his LD and actually getting his traps off on your turn. And here we're just going to EX because we actually don't have his EX buff up, like at all. We could have just LD'd the changed HP attack to apply the traps, but the way they were gaining that gauge, it's probably better we just get to our FR time now. We didn't get to have time to apply the Kurosame call either. I think we wouldn't have had enough time. Barush. And here we just do our best to try and deal damage. I do want to use a turn to get rid of these buffs though. I think they are going to hinder our damage enough to where we want them off. And using one turn to force time is not the end of the world, like only having to deal with the B boss in the middle. I think we'll be fine. We'll just go ahead and trade into Ace to get his traps going. And Ashe's conditions are very easy. Like, they're not the most, it's not the highest FR time you could be using, like, in today's game. Like, you know, we have like 80%, 70% on quite a bit of characters now. But when you pair her like 60% up next to 2FR Echo characters, I think that's when you actually get the most out of Ashe's force time, like on a character that, you know, doesn't really have Echo. As long as you bring 2 other Echoes to supplement it, I think you're perfectly fine. Like Penelo, a good example of a character that doesn't have Echo, but you can still supplement that 70% pretty easily. As long as you have Echoes to complement it, I think the damage will be perfectly fine. I think that was like Queen's Order where we were getting that true damage from. Yeah. Look at that. It's almost like an extra HP dump. Copium. Here we just go for Mega Burst, I think. 7 million? Not too bad off his skill 1, you know? Bagoosh. And now here comes the trap damage. I think there's 2 turns left on that LD buff from Ashe. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and EX because this is a pretty damaging button. Let's see how much it does overall. It's been a while since I've used Ashe and her BT effect. Ace did 7 million on skill 1, and with BT effect, and I guess a little launch here. Or launching's actually a big deal. 9 million? It's okay. Anyway, we also have the paralysis here, so they can't actually do anything on their turns. Which is useful, I think we just go ahead and holy into Ace again. And I think I want to be a little cautious about the trap duration here. Just because we want B to always have the trap up, so we could cancel his green aura that comes up fairly soon. There's 3 turns left. I really want that to proc soon. 75. 74. I wanted to count to 73. Oh well. We can go for another Echo. I think I'd rather just I think we just go for Mega Burst. 12 million. Pretty good, pretty good. And that should kill these ads here. And that does take whenever he kills the ads, he takes 5%. I'm not sure for each, but I think he does take damage. Yeah, it took 5% there. And the Blind Stud should cancel that green aura, so we could do damage again. And so far, all is going according to plan. He should drop himself a lot. And now all we really have to worry about is him going to 40%. So we're just going to reapply the traps real quick, so when we echo here, we actually get 49, huh? Do I believe in Ashe's ability to do 10%? I think with EX it's definitely possible. Let's gamble. I want to get him to as low as possible, so we have the most time in summon phase to actually kill him. Oh god. Alright, and then Ashe should have his little follow-up, blind stun. Okay, just perfect. That was a little scary. I was like, oh god, Ashe is actually kind of whooping his ass. Yeah, let's go ahead and summon here. Because those insta-kill mechanics are coming up. And I think now we just want to focus strictly on damage. Yeah, that 49% threshold, if we weren't in summon, he would have tried to kill us. Let's just spam EX then. And I'm pretty sure we met all of the healing requirements with Rem's force charging. 7 million? Not too bad. You know, the 60%, like with the echoes we did earlier, really helped to bump this gauge up quite a bit. We're only getting 1 tick, but we're about to change that with this FR Echo attack. Oh, that's right. They do like a Brave Poison at this part of the fight, but with Rem's Brave gains, it's going to be a non-issue. Oh, that's right. And Summon Phase, our PC is lagging a little bit. 14 turns. As long as we kill him in this force time, we should be fine. Or in this summon mode, we should be fine. Because if we exit summon mode and he's still alive, these insta-kill attacks are basically going to kill us. I have no idea how much damage that did. 19 million? Alright, sweet. Oh god. Trigger on C? Okay, perfect. Because now we get the B trigger as well. And whenever he forges Blade, he does take 5% off himself, so that's good for us. Oh what, did it not trigger from B? Oh, that's unfortunate. And here we just go for the EX, I think. Oh god, I just realized, Ace isn't coming up here. I thought he had an extra turn. I guess Rem moved herself up. Oh, she does have high turn rate on her EX, doesn't she? Well then, and Ace isn't close to his BT expiring. We can go for EX here, but I think what I'm going to do. Oh my god, I don't have the change HP command. All right, Ashe, it's all up to you. It's all up to you. I believe. Queen Ashalia Benargan, get it done. 10%. Okay, there's the first part. Here's Arc Blast. Oh, for sure, we got this. Why was I worried? Why was I doubting Queen of Dalmasca? What the hell, dude? Why was I doubting? Look at that, 23 million. Outdated unit. Oh, and Ashe's trap finishing it, or Ace's trap finishing it off. Alright. A little worried at the end, but I shouldn't have been. You see, I doubted it. It's just, you know, just outdated units. Sometimes you have a little bit of lack of, trust in their ability to do damage, but 23 million? Just enough. And this fight, isn't terribly hard. It's just a little restrictive with the force conditions, that's all. And as long as you could beat it in like a force time or a BT time, you'll be perfectly fine. But there you go. Dare Defy 3, Rem, Ace, and Ashe. Get the party used real quick. All the speed passives are on. I reapplied Aces, and that should be it. Thanks for watching, guys.